Well, hello there. How are you? Boy, it's interesting day here. It's Halloween. Woohoo! Let's make it a good one, huh? As Lori's back today. Yay! As Lori would say, what's scary today? Not being at live at the Loom. Uh-huh. We love that. Just in case you haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acting Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. Every Thursday, we gather virtually. We all come together, say hi, talk weaving, talk life, whatever else comes up. And as you just heard me mention, our fabulous gatekeeper, Lori, is back in the house. Woohoo! 3 cheers for Lori. We're so glad. We missed her very, very much. And things always run smoother when she's behind the scenes, keeping track of all of us yahoos. That is for sure. So let me give some shout outs this morning. Hello, Chris. Did I get that right? It is Chris, right? After last time, I was like, okay, I have to remember that one. That should be the easiest one, right? Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Shirley and Gemma and Jennifer and Dawn and Sue Ann and Connie and Priscilla popped in. We're so glad when she gets to pop in. I think she's supposed to be working. I think there's supposed to be library stuff to do. That's what I think is supposed to did I say hello to Jennifer? She says she's so sweet. Remember to be safe tonight with all the trick or treaters out there. That's a very good reminder. It is Halloween today. So yes, everyone be very careful out there. Hello, Don Miller. I saw that flip on the screen. I saw that, Lori. Hello, Anne. And let's see. We said hi to Kathy and Gemma and Connie. I love all the typical ones. Hello, Nina Taylor. Happy Halloween to you. Connie says most of the Halloweens the kids have to dress with a coat over the costumes. Not always snow, but the majority of them are. Do you know what? In our area, you're not going to need a coat. It's not as hot as it was the last 2 days, which was hot, but it's going to be pretty nice here, I got to say. Yeah. Kathy says, just FYI, all the internet stuff is under her husband's name, Marvin. Just call me Kathy or Kat. Our Chihuahua Jazzy will be 16 next month. Oh, her nickname is Miss Diva. As all Chihuahuas should be named Miss Diva. Yeah, I like that. Kathy, we're so glad you're here. Oh, let's see. Oh, hello, Ernie DeVries. Where are you, my friend? Are you back home? Let's see. Oh, we're on a dog little sidekick here. Connie's all about the Chihuahuas too. She has a Shih Tzu, a Yorkie cross. She likes the snow sometimes. I understand. Yes. Nina has standard poodles. Yep. Hello, Donna Cunningham. Look at all the pretty faces today. Hello, Nikki. Love this. Let's see. Oh, Jennifer Fowler says, if the rain holds off, I'd like to bring out either a spinning wheel or my rigid heddle to the patio while I hand out candy. What a brilliant idea. That is brilliant, Jennifer Fowler. I love that. By the way, if you did not get a chance to see Jennifer Fowler's fabulous studio, she was our guest recently, and we got to see her space, which is amazing. It is really stunning. Good morning, Cindy. Prince Edward Island is warm and sunny today after a few snowflakes fell this week. That seems like quite a swing, doesn't it? It's that kind of time of the year, though, right? I said hello to Sue Ann, right? Shirley, hello from Idaho. Yeah. Happy Halloween. I'm practicing. Hello, Gillen. Did I get it? Is it closer? Yeah. Gillen, right? Yeah, I'm practicing. You guys always give me the tricky ones. Hello, Kathy Stevens and Sam from Southwest Ontario. And let's see. Jody Ward is here. Hello, Jody. How are you? And Sherry is here. Okay, Sherry, I was thinking about you. You know, we as we talk about Halloween, I was going to ask if you guys get a lot of trick-or-treaters, and I'm imagining Sherry Jansen, who has what is your driveway like a half mile long? It is long. I'm guessing you don't have that many. So tell me, do you guys get a ton of trick-or-treaters? We don't where I am. We get a few because we have some families. We have some families that have little ones that'll come to the door. And wow, what you doing back there, Lori? Lori's back in the house. Aw, see? Lori just keeps it interesting. That's what happens. We're so glad she's there. Oh, hello, Carolyn. Good morning. Back home and plan on weaving today. It is a good day if you are weaving. That is for sure. Oh, Jennifer asked, has anyone heard from Carrie? Spain is getting bad weather. Uh-oh. I had not heard about that, but I'll be honest, I am not the best at keeping up with all of that. So if you guys know how things are in Spain, we'll send out some good thoughts. Send out some good thoughts to our girl Carrie in Spain. Anyone else who's in Spain, for sure. Oh, nice. Lori says, don't be scared to hit the like button. I like it. It's a whole theme for today, right? Don't be scared. That's since Halloween. I like it. Oh, did I get it right? Keelan. See, I'll keep practicing, my friend. Don't you worry. Let's see. Connie says, we live 3 miles from town and never get kids. Don't even plan candy for them. Aw, but then there's no leftover candy, Connie. How does that work? A life without leftover candy. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't need the candy, but that's not the point of candy, right? It's not, Dawn says, is our third, wait, come back. Would you, Lori, she says her thumb is dancing. Yes. Dawn says, is our third Halloween at the house. Year one saw about 40 kids. Last year, 0. I'm supplied with treats. Will they be handed out or will they go into lunches? A Halloween mystery. I like it. You have to keep us posted next week as to, did Dawn have children at the door for candy? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that, well, you keep us posted, my friend. Susan says, we live on top of a hill with a long, dark driveway. In 35 years, I've never had a trick-or-treater. Aw. When my daughters were young, I used to take them to a friend's neighborhood trick-or-treat. That'd be the way to go. And, these days, I don't know about you, but around me, they have this thing called a trunk-or-treat, which, like, the local churches will do. So everyone brings their cars, and they open up the trunks, and the kids dress up, and they go from car to car, which seems like a nice, safe kind of way to do that. But yeah, I can't imagine never having a trick-or-treater. That's hard to fathom, my friend. Like I said, we don't get a lot, but we get some. Yeah. Shirley says, we're kind of bah humbug on Halloween. Turn off all the lights and watch a movie. Okay, I can see that too. Okay, so here, true confession time. So I am part of this foursome of girls. We just call ourselves Girls Weekend Crew, whatever. And we get together 3-4 times a year. And we almost always specifically plan to do it the Halloween weekend so we don't have to go to Halloween parties. Is that real bah humbug? Is that real? We become like each other's alibi why we can't go to Halloween parties on the weekend because we're like, no, I'm sorry, we have Girls Weekends. I'm out of town. We didn't work it out like that this time. We had Girls Weekend a couple weekends ago, but yes, the whole dressing up thing has never really appealed to me. I don't know. It's I don't really get it. Maybe that'll change one day, but for now, I could do without the dressing up. It's okay. Hello, Maureen McQuethy. So good to see you. Connie says I have candy for myself, and I sometimes share with Norm. Connie, I see you. My friend. That is, yep. Because you need a little candy, and you have to. If Norm's been helping you, he might deserve some candy. Kathy says, we live in town and don't get trick-or-treaters. Oh, okay. Excellent. Interesting. Oh, Connie says she can't find the like button. Hopefully it's there on the screen somewhere, my friend. If it's not, we'll bring that up with powers that be. Oh, wait. Patricia says, finished my first diamond pattern. Yay! I would like a shout out to Jody for helping me buy a loom. She was very helpful. Oh, Patricia, thank you so much. Congratulations on your first diamond pattern. That is very, very exciting. And thank you so much to Jody who helped you buy the loom. That's very, very exciting. I love that. She's good people. That is for sure. Hello, Christy Lofton. She's at a balloon festival here this weekend. Hopefully the winds stay down so they can launch. Love watching the hot air balloons fly over our place. Oh, that's got to be gorgeous, Christy. I can only imagine. That sounds amazing. Lori, you keeping me on my toes there, my friend? What? Sure says I don't need to dress up. You go as a weaver. I like it. That might be fairly on the nose, but I like it. Shirley, thank you. Kathy says when we lived in the city, we had kids. Now we live out in the country. No more. None of those. None of that trick or treating nonsense. None of that. Jennifer says she found the wind. It's at her house in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Hello, Amanda. How are you? Lori's getting situated. I understand that. Okay, so we've talked about Halloween. Excellent. Leftover candy. Yum. Yes, please. You know why today is significant as well. It is the very last day for the October Weave Along. Friends, it is the last day. We did it. It is day 31, the finale. This is the day. If you're gonna finish it, friends, today's the day. As a matter of fact, here, let me clarify too. If you have the project on the Loom and you'd like to be included in the gallery show, just include that picture too, friends. We'll include all of that. Basically, it doesn't have to be done to be in the gallery show. Of course, the goal is to, be done in October for the big picture, but you're adults, you do you. So if you would like to have your picture included in the gallery show that's coming out next week, post either a picture of your finished piece, which some of you have already done, you're all set, or something in progress. Basically, it needs to look like you're weaving diamonds. That's what it needs to look like. That's the bare minimum there, friends. So we're very excited that today's last day because the gallery show is always the coolest. It is really, really something else, and we love to put it together. So watch for next Wednesday will be the gallery show for the October Weave Along, just to show off all of you beautiful, talented people and what you did in just a mere month, just 31 days. That's it. Okay. So Shirley's been loving it. Thank you, Shirley. We love that. Sam says I can dress up like a serial killer, look like everyone else. Somehow I don't really want to even plant that seed. It's not even. Gemma says Switzerland has, fash. You guys do this just because you know that I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Come back. Okay. Switzerland has Fashnacht in February, March, depending on when Easter is. Okay. So Switzerland has a whole week of getting dressed up, parades, and crazy music. Oh, excellent! You have a whole party week right there. I like it. Cindy says we were planning to move closer to family, still in Prince Edward Island. If all goes as planned, we'll have extra money, and I want to buy a brand new table loom. Yes, please, Cindy. More looms, more looms, more looms. It should be a theme on something, don't you think? That's awesome. Hey, Jennifer Fowler petted her hound. She did more than pet her houndstooth. She worked through 4 bobbins. Congratulations, honey. I know how long the houndstooth has been staring longingly at you from the other side of the room. That is fantastic that you actually made some progress. We're very, 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 very proud. Okay, I'm dropping crap everywhere here on my side of the screen. Don't mind me. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Joel says, I don't even know where October went. Right, didn't it just start? I believe it did just start. Yes, I'm with you, Don Miller. That is, yeah. Kathy says I haven't even gotten the loom finished warped yet. No worries, sweetie. No worries, my friends. Connie says I enjoyed it, but didn't finish this time. That's okay. Still working on placemats and napkins, but I'm concentrating Christmas gifts on the other looms. That's more important. Absolutely. It's I think that every time we get near the end of a weave along, we get some of the kind of panicked, like, oh my God, I'm not done. I didn't finish. And I just like to remind you that, you will finish when you finish. Friends, there's no grades, no weaving police. No, it's okay. It's all good. Breathe through it. I promise. There's things randomly popping up on the screen. Lori's still trying to work things out. Lori's been gone for a couple weeks, so we're letting her roll with it, right? Right, Lori? Dawn is encouraging Cindy. Everyone needs multiple looms. I think that there's nothing wrong with that philosophy. Yeah, right. Hello, Karen Crocker. She's the one who had all the cute little pumpkins. Thank you. See. You absolutely should, Jennifer. She says, I'm having cake when the houndstooth is done. Yes, ma'am. You should absolutely have cake when the houndstooth is done. You know what? We'll all have cake when the houndstooth is done. How's that, Jennifer Fowler? You let us know, and we will all have cake when it's done. I think that's fair. I think that's, yeah. I think that only, you know what? We don't have cake nearly often enough. I think that's, sometimes we should just have cake because it's live at the Loom. Sometimes that should just be right. I think I am all in favor of that. Okay. She says, hot mess moderator Lori with the jumping thumb. It is very exciting today, my friend. Anne says, if you only have one loom, it'll get terribly lonely and get up to mischief. You know, those mischievous looms, you do have to watch out for those. That is for sure. Dawn is all in favor. Any excuse for cake. Mm-hmm. Jennifer says, we'll share taking off the loom and have cake together. Amen. Let's do it. Yes, please. Shirley's all in favor of multiple looms. Small space here, so getting ready to learn how to use the inkle that came with my loom. That's exciting, Shirley. I like that. Hello, Elmi from Guatemala. Look at all the beautiful people today. Okay, friends, jump in and let me know how your projects are going, whether it's an October Weave-Along project or something else altogether, or maybe a holiday project. Some of you I know are able to think ahead and are already starting those things. So let me know, how are the projects shaking? What's on your loom or looms? Since multiples. Rumor is you can't have just one because it'll get into trouble. I don't mind that theory. In just a moment, I'm going to show you my custom projects that I'm working on. We'll dive into that. Amanda says definitely more looms, but big enough space, which doesn't have. Okay, so I deal with my project as I follow. TV room for the rigid head. Okay. Spare bedroom emptied out for table loom and sewing machines. I like it. I always kind of figure that it's a sign of a true weaver when there's a loom where your dining room table should be. It's, that just seems, hello, why do you need a dining room table? Put a loom there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Lori. That's a very good question. Pictures of the weave along. Basically, friends, I'm on Central Time, so if it's marked today at all, anytime, yes, anytime. Don't you worry. It's anytime before tomorrow. That's what I should say. So we'll have the cutoff. It'd be, yeah, basically, yes, Lori. Boy, it's a long answer. Basically midnight my time. Yes, midnight Central Time. Yeah. So for my friends that live somewhere else, that gives you actually a couple extra hours, right? Mm-hmm. Priscilla says she's at a standstill. Okay, hoping to get to finish my October Weave Along on Saturday at an event. I just got a Christmas order. Look at you! Congratulations! I have to get the waffle weave going. That is fantastic. A Christmas order. That's awesome. Ghislaine just started some Christmas towels. Yep, thank you. Shirley says she's about a third done with the second October Weave Along. Okay, the second towel, is that what you mean? Then warping more towels on Peggy Sue, great name for a loom, and learning the inkle. Let's think of a name for the inkle. Nice. Christy says, yes, all looms. Woo! She has a few warped and working on some custom orders. Yeah, excellent. Connie says, on and off my looms. I just took placemats off Kelda. Oh, I don't recall Kelda. For grandniece, and I'm hemming them now. Half done with towel for daughter on Ilya. I remember Ilya, though. Connie's got, 47 looms. I know it's not quite that many. But she has a big room full of looms, which is fantastic. Nina says, my floor loom is just behind the chairs in the living room. Because why not? That seems logical to me. Mm-hmm. Cindy says, I can't weave until I sew my granddaughters their PJs I make each Christmas. You make Christmas pajamas, Cindy? Okay, I love that. That is fantastic. Yes, that is. We tend to get pajamas around here, but they're not made; they're purchased. So that's very special that you would make pajamas. Yeah. Gemma says still working on the 2 scarves on the floor loom and 3/4 of the way done. Scarf on the rigid heddle. Gemma says like you're making great progress. Gemma is doing a very cool project where she has 2 scarves like side by side on her big loom, and she's weaving them as she goes. This is very cool. By the way, if you would like to see that, there's still we're still open for like another week of the Facebook group, the weave along. Let me pull this up right. Oh, I don't have it in there. Good God, Chris. Okay. Let's see. Yes, if you look up for the weave along, there is a Facebook group. There's also an ongoing Facebook group called the Acting Creative Community that you can join. You're invited. You're invited to join. By the way, keep the eyes peeled because we're going to be celebrating 1 year of the Acting Creative Community Facebook group. Speaking of where the time go, I have no clue, but we are going to we'll have some kind of anniversary party for the Acting Creative Community Facebook group. That'll be wonderful fun. So for some of these projects, people are posting pictures in the Facebook group, either the Weave Along group or the other one, or both. Yeah. Okay. Kathy says my original heddle has a straight weave pattern on it for fabric for a long vest. Ooh, a vest. Very nice, Kathy. I like that. Sue Ann just finished a fall leaves runner. Oh, pretty. Now planning winter snowflake towels. Seems to be all about the seasons. And why not? Do you know what? I think that's kind of a fun way to do it though, because you can have different kinds of inspiration per each season and each year. Honestly, that's very fun. That is awesome. What is this? Okay, Chris says, well, I tried different black stitching for the blankets. Had made 8. Weaving came out great. However, the stitching, my perfectionist kicked in. So that perfectionism, I understand. That is, hello, my name is Chris. I'm a recovering perfectionist. For sure. I'm with you. I got it. Connie says, half done with the heddles on Flora for the grandchildren's blankets. Nice. Started curtain ties for the niece on the Inkle Loom, Madison, and finished one leash, like a dog leash. Is that what you mean, Connie? Starting on another one on the Inkle Loom. Anna, that's so fun. I kind of feel like we need some kind of a diagram of all the looms and where they're located in the room, so we can imagine you like zipping around from this loom to that loom. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah. Ernie says, something on my April weave along towels, first weaving in months. Woohoo! Back to the weaving. We love that, Ernie. You're doing great, my friend. Ooh, nice. Christy and Priscilla are making contact there. Yes. Do you know what? Priscilla's probably working right now. If she's not available, I can connect you to as well if you need some help, because the baby wraps, very, very cool. Let's see. Dawn Miller, you're my kind of party girl. Mm-hmm. Bring your own cake. BYOC, bring your own cake. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like it. Chris says I turned those into 16 hot cold compress throw pillows filled with lavender and walnut shells. Oh, interesting. Walnut shell grit. Is that what that's supposed to say? Yeah, Jennifer says 1 year equals more cake. Amen. Amen. I think I've told you this, but a few years back I had a birthday dinner and some friends came, and these were 2 friends that I was the common denominator, but they didn't know each other yet. And we're sitting there having dinner, and one turns the other, not including me in the conversation, but Laura turns to Mary and says, she's going to make us get dessert, isn't she? She's like, she's always the one who makes us get dessert. I am that girl. I am the friend that makes you get dessert. It's just a thing. It's yes, because life is short. Have dessert. So any conversation about cake and desserts, I'm all in. Oh, see what? Sam said we have now 431 members of the Acting Creative Community. That's incredible. And do you know what? That is all Sam and Sherry and Crow and Bonnie. Our moderators are amazing. And it is so much because of all the hard work you guys have done and the amazing community in there. Look at that. Look at us growing. That's so exciting. Thank you for mentioning that, Sam. Maureen says I'm working on some overshot bath towels. Ooh. Using Monte Cristo from Cotton Clouds. That's the really fluffy, kind of cushy stuff, right? Maureen, let us know how that goes. Overshot bath towel sounds amazing, though. That sounds really very perfect for towels, honestly. Okay, Lori says, Gemma helped me with I Weave It. Yay! Still new to it. Dressing my loom. I updated my 2011 MacBook Pro to Big Sur using Hack. and she figured out how to keep the computer going, keep it alive. Woohoo! Oh, that technology, right? That's awesome. He says, hit the like button. No cake for you. No, there's always cake for people. Ooh, Shirley says, an excuse to make my favorite raw apple cake. I love me an apple cake. Yum. See? Oh, Carrie, you're here. Okay, Carrie, we need to know if you're okay in Spain. Someone said there was really, really bad weather there. So let us know if you're okay, because we worry about you. We worry about our Spanish friends. So let us know. Yeah. Ernie's with me. Life is short. Eat dessert first. I don't always eat it first, but I always save room. That is for sure. Okay, friends. So a couple notes for us. First of all, for my friends in Europe, did I understand you guys already changed time? Is that right? Someone let me know. Already changed time. I think Lori said yes, they changed time previously. In the States, we're getting ready to change time this weekend, right? So we will fall back. Yeah, you remember the whole little phrase, it's a fall back, spring forward thing. So we're going to fall back. So we're actually going to bump all the clocks back an hour. And I don't know how that affects you, but just so you know, next week, yes, just, the interwebs will help you with that. But we're moving times. Yes. Yeah. So just so you know that's happening. Also, we will absolutely have Live at the Loom next week, but in 2 weeks, I am out of town. So mark your calendars. It's the 14th. Is that right? 2 weeks? It's the 14th of November. There'll be no Live at the Loom that week. You know what we're going to do that week, which is going to be really, really fun, is that I am taking my team, because I have a couple people that help me now, and we're doing like this little annual retreat. So it's going to be a blast, but there won't be any Live at the Loom because we're going to have our heads down, brainstorming a million ways to make all this better and more effective and amazing, and keep it going and be awesome for all of you. That is the point, to have a business that serves you and is fun and educational and all of the stuff. So mark your calendars. In 2 weeks, no Live at the Loom. Yeah. Okay. Carrie says she's very inland for Spain. Had beautiful rain and hailstones because the farmland needed the rain. But you're okay. Okay, good. Woohoo! Yes, thank you, Lori. Yes, November 14th, no Live at the Loom. Just boy, we have lots of stupid alarm clocks today. Hello, Carol. How are you, my friend? That's what I swear. That's exactly what Carrie said. She ignored her alarm. That's right. That's all right. Okay. Yeah. See, we're very concerned about you, our girl Carrie. Concerned there's flooding and lost power, and happy that everyone is okay. So, all right, friends. Let me know if you haven't kicked in a comment about how your projects are going. Put that in the comments. Otherwise, I say we do a little weaving, shall we? I think we should. Okay. Carol says alpacas are gonna be so mad. Breakfast is 2 hours late. Okay, I gotta be honest. If I was your alpaca, I'd be pretty cranky. I'm yes. All right. Okay. So let me move you around, get you settled. No one. There we go. You can see it. Okay, I dropped all my stuff as I was talking to you. You should see. Okay, sometime I'll take a picture of what it looks like just off to this side. There's so much stuff right here. I just like pile it all on. I'm like, oh, I have to be able to reach things. Yeah. Anyways, if you knew some days what a hot mess I am, you would think, hey, she's just like me. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So this is a custom project that I have been working on, and here's what I'm working with. So my sweet friend Cindy, I have done a couple custom projects for her, and typically what happens is she'll ask me to do projects for, like, if she's lost a loved one, like when her dad passed away. I think this is either her mom or mother-in-law. I don't remember which one. I'm so sorry. But she gave me some items of clothing from that person, and then I cut them into strips and weave them into fabric and then make them into products that the family can enjoy. So So for this project then, we are doing, can you see down below? You can see that right down below, this guy here. This is like a, it's all like purples and pinks, and it was from this kind of a little cardigan. It was really pretty. It was white and it had all these like purple and pink flowers printed all over it. So broke down that item and then incorporated it into some other yarns as the background to make it really bright and colorful, and incorporate her stuff. So this is going to be a bag down here. This guy, go ahead, point her finger in the right place. This fabric down here is going to be a bag. And then up here for this piece, this was a different kind of a, like, have you seen those where you have like a sweater that's actually sewn into like a little, like a cardigan, like it's all one piece? Do you know what I mean? That piece, then we broke that down into, here's a slice so you can see it. Look at this. Is this fun? Like the very bottom is a really dark, like just black, and then little by little, this, imagine this is how the piece of clothing looked. So you had the bottom is black, and then the top is this really, it's really, see how shiny it is, how sparkly? Very, very fun, right? So anyway, so the goal then for this is that these are going to be a series of little round ornaments, like holiday stuff, right? Red and sparkly, of course they should be ornaments. So that's what this fabric is going to be. Now, let me kind of tell you about kind of background stuff. So this is, as you can imagine, a weft face fabric. There was a recent episode of A Handwoven Experience all about doing a weft face fabric, and you can kind of check out what my suggestions are to really make it really effective. So one of the things that I always like to do is make sure it has to kind of walk a fine line between being an interesting background weft, but not distracting, because, you know, the star of the show has to be my little strips of fabric from Cindy's, her, you know, loved one's item. So here's what I did. I don't know how well you can see that. You see it right there. So I included a couple black yarns and then one, can you see the red one? There's a red, slubby, shiny yarn in there. By the way, I think Carol, this is one of the ones that you sent me, honestly. Carol was so sweet and sent me a couple of kind of some shiny, crazy yarn she wasn't going to use. So see that with the slubs? It's very fun. So, and I didn't make it really thick, but this is the background then. So, so with every pick, like I throw this every pick, and then I kind of strategically place in the strips of her item, so that first of all, this particular item is kind of it's a little bulkier, a little squishier. So I don't want this whole thing to be really dense. So I kind of give a little more space in between them. So, but I also want it to kind of be like, I'm always looking at the design, how interesting, where they're kind of black parts versus really shiny parts, and how do I balance all that? So all that to be said, let me show you what this looks like to actually weave a little bit of the fabric that I got going right here. Okay, so I'll bring you in close here in just a minute too, so you can, yeah, Carol says from the 60s, that yarn. Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure that's it. Okay. There's all kinds of, it's been nice knowing Carol once the alpacas get really angry with, go feed them breakfast. Okay, so here we go. I'm just doing a plain weave. I'm not doing any kind of crazy pattern because the pattern is not the point here. So here we go. I'm going to send this through here. I'm actually going to do a couple. Boy, I got like the frog in my throat. Do you guys have, I don't know if it's an allergy thing or what, but I got I got the crud. Okay, so as I look at the fabric, I see that this, like, it's a little bit flat over here. Like it's time to add something, folks. So here's what I'm gonna do. I always hand place these just so I can really control exactly where they're going to be in the fabric. That may be a little extra of me, but you know, I like it. It's that helps me kind of manage where exactly things are going to be. So I want this, the sparkly end to lay on top here, but I don't want it to go all the way across. So I always have my scissors nearby and I kind of pop it out whenever I want it to end, basically. So it's going to go like this right there. Okay. Now, I like to put them in the same shed. So I'll do a pick of the kind of background weft, and then I lay in whatever I'm highlighting in the same shed. You could kind of play with that if you want it to be on separate sheds, but that's just kind of the way I've been managing it. Okay, let me do a couple more, and then we'll lay in the rest of this strip. See, I've still got that much left. We'll put in. Now for this kind of thing, there's going to be little ends sticking out, and it's recycled stuff, so it has its own personality, that's for sure. But I just wait till it's all done to really clean it up, and because through the sewing process things will get jostled and all of that. Okay, that's good right there. Let's put in this other part of the piece here. This way. That's part of the trick too, is that my piece that's left has the dark spot, the black at the end here. So I want to kind of think about where that goes in the project. Yes, this is what it's like when I go through each of these. Let's see. I don't want it to go the whole way. I'm going to go just like that. I'm going to trim it right here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let me do a couple more, and then I'm going to lean you in so you can see it. Hello, Mr. Tom. He says, when you're doing a project it's going to be a plain weave, do you reorder your treadles so they're closer together? Do you mean the heddles, my friend? What do you mean? Let's see. That's a good question. I don't, for plain weave, everything's actually farther apart for plain weave. Is that what you mean, my friend? Let me know. Okay. So here, everyone, hang on. I'm gonna lean in so you see what's happening. All right. So see, this is what I've got, this little piece that I'll add to a future pick. But the idea then is I kind of think about where I want, the really black end and the really sparkly end to go. Now, keep in mind, these are going to be ornaments. So imagine, a circle is going to be cut out from various places. But the other thing I really want to think about is that I don't want this whole thing to be too thick, because I don't want the sewing machine to have trouble going through all the layers, because there'll be this layer, there's an interior layer to hold it all together, and then there's a complementary fabric on the back of the ornament. So it's there's a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of thoughts that kind of go with it. But then I'll just kind of carry on. I've already measured out so many inches. I've got a few more inches to go before I have enough space for all of the ornaments for the project. But that's kind of the gist of it. That's kind of my thought process. And certainly, my friends, I share that with you, not because you have to do exactly like I do it. That's never the idea. But if you need some ideas for how to approach a project like that, I'm happy to kind of walk you through how I would tackle it. And then you can kind of, keep what you like and let go of the rest. Yes. Okay. So Mr. Tom says, I have treadles for plain weave on the far side and twill in the middle. Some people find going so far one side and then far on the other be a pain. Just moving your foot over one. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's a good question, Mr. Tom, because I am one of those people that like to keep plain weave on the outside. I almost always recommend that. For me, I like having half of the plain weave equation on the left. So I know that if my shuttle is on the left, that's where my foot needs to be. And then the other half is on the right. So that if my shuttle is on the right, that's where my foot needs to be. Do you know what I mean? That's how I work that out. But everyone's different. I've certainly met plenty of weavers that like to have two treadles right next to each other for plain weave, and then the rest for whatever the pattern is. And you can I would suggest you try both. I know it's kind of a pain in the butt to go underneath the loom and tie things up differently. However, that could make a big difference in how you feel. I just like the balance of having one on either side. So even for something like this, even though I'm only using 2 treadles of my 6 for the entire project, I will still have one on each side. But I like that. Thank you. Shirley asked, do you have a floating selvage on that? I don't, Shirley. And here's why. Because I am using plain weave. With plain weave, each pick is going to go all the way to the edge. So you don't need one. Now, if I knew for this project I was going to throw in a little bit of twill for some reason, I might put in a little bit of some floating selvages. Listen to me, a little bit. It makes it sound like it's a chocolate bar. You either have floating selvages or you don't. It's yeah. But here's something to consider too, Shirley, is that if you are doing a twill plain weave mix, there are times that if you are gonna switch back and forth quickly enough, you don't need to have a floating selvage there either. Do you know what I mean? Because you still have enough places where that yarn is going to go all the way to the end and can wrap around and go back. So yes. Let's see. Yeah. Well, here's another way to do it too. Yeah. Thank you, Lori. Plain weave on the outside. Yeah. Oh, you mean for the treadles? Is that what you mean, Lori? The other thing too is that when you do twill, I think it's our friend Carol likes to do just a couple, a little bit of plain weave on the outside, so you don't ever have to do a floating selvages. Floating selvage. Yeah, floating selvages, plural. Words are tricky. Okay, let's see. Carrie says, I tend to change the position of my treadles for each project. Okay. I find a format that works with my brain to foot coordination. You know what, Carrie? That's such a good point, though. I think it's really all about your brain to foot coordination. So, whatever makes the most sense that you can keep track of, I think that is really the way to go. And honestly, no one can tell. That's kind of like my theory about the whole dressing the loom, is that when a project, if you're looking at a piece of fabric, you can't tell how they dress a loom. You can't tell how they arrange their treadles. There's so many things behind the scenes, things that you can't tell. So it truly, you do you. That's doesn't matter beyond that, friends. Shirley says, I'm working on a t-shirt quilt for a group to give as a retirement gift. I've been seeing this, using the unused part of the t-shirts to make mug rugs for the group. Would be fun. Just like this, honey. You can just, it's exactly right. This is exactly the way you can do it. You got it. Cindy says, how do you add plain weave to the edge of twill? That is a Carol question. That's a Carol question. We'll have her talk about that one day. She explained it once, right? Is that you, Carol, who has the edge? You do something different on the edges of your fabric so that you don't have to do. We'll come back to that, Cindy. Yeah. Okay. Lori says, I could fit inside my loom to change the treadles, but one day I got a bit stuck inside the loom. It's not the way I want to die, so I leave the titles alone. Okay, that sounds like a children's story if I've ever heard one. Yeah. Carol was in the barn. Carol, why don't you and I, we'll coordinate something so we can talk about how to do your fancy trick to avoid floating selvages. I think that'd be good. People would like that, right? That'd be awesome. Okay, friends. So let's finish up strong, shall we? So Lori says, scary weaving nightmares getting stuck in the loom. Don't get stuck in the loom. No. We need to be weaving, not stuck in the loom. That's not, no. Okay. So keep your eyes peeled for next Wednesday. We'll have the October Weave Along Gallery show. It is always one of my favorite things, just to see all the amazing projects that everyone did during our fabulous month-long weaving adventure. You still have time if you want to submit a picture. If you are not on Facebook and don't do the group, you can always email me at chris@actingcreative.net just to send me a photo so we can include you in the gallery show. Okay, what else? Oh, we've talked about the Acting Creative community. Let me put that up one more time for us right here. Acting Creative Community is a ongoing Facebook group that even after we close up the October Weave Along group, it will be there for you and a lot of your friends that you've met during the October Weave Along. Pardon me, they will be there at our. This is our virtual hangout spot. And don't forget, keep your eyes peeled for information about our anniversary party that will be coming up soon. So it's a wonderful place, and if you haven't stopped in, come on over. You don't need an invite. Just come on over. We'll save you a seat. We might have cake. Yeah. Okay, so Acting Creative Insiders. That's the next thing on my list right here. If you're loving all of the Acting Creative things and you'd like some extras, some extra little perks, you want to get to know some of the weavers specifically, come join the membership. It's a great time to do that. Each month, There's always bloopers because I always flub things up. There's always bloopers. There's always multiple weaving tips, just something for you to think about, techniques, concepts, whatever, just extras. There's always a little 5-minute update, which lets you know first what's happening with Acting Creative. And then, of course, there's a very special small group Zoom chat where we get together and talk about things live, which is you get to meet each other, and it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful group. And I always look forward to all the folks in the membership. So if you have been thinking you would like more, you're loving all the stuff, come over and join us. You got 4 different tiers to choose from. It's just, it's really wonderful. And lastly, if you aren't yet, come on over and sign up for the Love Notes. Every Wednesday, I send out a little something, just to say, hi, I'm thinking about you. Here's a story that ties into whatever free content is coming that week, just so that you have a direct link. You can get it as easy as possible, and you don't miss out on any of the stuff that's coming up with Acting Creative. Whew, man, we went through all the things and then some. It was so nice. Connie says she bribes Norm to go into the Loom if necessary. Oh, yes. So nice to see everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for Live at the Loom. It is always a highlight of my week, and I'm so glad that you are here and that you're, hopefully doing a little weaving over there on your side of the screen. So I'll be right back here next week. Different time. Just check the time. I know it's weird. Figure that out, friends. You are smart people. Figure out the time, my friends. But we're going to change the clocks here this weekend. I'll be right back here next Thursday, 9:30 Central. Whenever the sun says that is. So, you have homework, right? Do something creative just for you. Just a little something, not for friends, family, neighbors, children, grandchildren, whoever else. Just a little something. Just listen to that little voice. Just it's good for your soul. Throw a shuttle, pet your yarn, pet your houndstooth, whatever helps you reconnect to just you. You're worth it. Okay, friends, next Thursday, I'll be right back here, and we'll have all kinds of fun. Have a wonderful week. Happy weaving.